Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Henry Overton with Turnkey Solutions. I'm going to wait just a second and see if a few other folks are going to hop on. I'm the owner and president, one of the owners and president of Turnkey Solutions. Have a great team of people here and really appreciate the support of our awesome employees and customers in this ridiculous time. This is absolutely unprecedented in a lot of ways in our industry, and we are so excited to be supporting so many clients across really across the United States right now, as they deal with how to navigate IT and working from home and security in this coronavirus outbreak. So again, for those just joining us, this is Henry Overton. I'm one of the owners and the president of Turnkey Solutions. We are a full-service IT company here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and New Orleans, and Dallas, and we support clients across the country. I wanted to check in with my customers and anybody else out there to let you know where we're at, and to give you a quick few little tips for working from home. And maybe you can share this with your employees or coworkers or whomever. Just a couple things that we are learning and kind of being really reminded of in this time of everybody wanting to work from home. There's a lot to this, and what I probably will want to do is get back together again in the same forum tomorrow and a few times throughout the week to just touch base and maybe open up the line for conversations about perhaps what your questions are, and see what else we can do to help and just answer your questions around, what about this tool or this product or whatever. So I apologize for the video. This is a little new for me, going live on Facebook. I'm not, I enjoy doing teaching and whatnot, but going live on stuff is a little unnerving. I recently had my first TV experience, and that was terrifying. But we'll be brief here. So look, as you are working from home and as your employees are working from home, there's several really key things that it's going to make this really work well, and make it kind of a viable, secure place to or way to support your customers. So everybody has all kind of ideas about let's work from home this way. We're all being told now that we have to work more and more from home. This is just really becoming a hot thing. I want to share a couple points around this. One, we're going to talk real briefly about how is Turnkey Solutions seeing working from home working really well, and some things to be prepared and concerned around that, just to make sure we do it safely and really well. And then a quick little note about some disgusting scams that we're seeing pop up a lot right now around cybersecurity threats and hackers taking advantage of people working from home, and then kind of a quick little idea around some of the tools that we might want to recommend you stay away from or definitely try out. So on that note, the first thing that we want to encourage you around working from home is that most everybody that has a Microsoft Office 365 account more than likely has access to a really cool tool called Microsoft Teams. Microsoft is giving this away right now. They are sometimes there's a little setup to get it to work, and there's some paid features of it that turn on other things. But I will share. Let me see if I can get this to work here real quick. I'm going to share my my screen here, which again, going live. This is terrifying. I hope this doesn't explode. And here's my notes. Here's my Facebook page. But let me show you my Teams idea. The idea of Teams is it's not instant messaging. and it's not email. It's somewhere in the middle. We use at Turnkey Solutions, we use a little bit of Teams, and we use a lot of their competitor product called Slack because we've been using it for years before Microsoft started getting Teams working really well. But Teams is a fast-paced way to communicate with one person or multiple people inside or outside of your organization. And I've got a couple people online right now in my organization. I'm going to just say hi to Richard. If you know Richard, you can say hi or shout out or like the video. If it's on Facebook, hit like real quick if you know Richard. Say hi to the world. And the other person I was kind of keeping an ongoing chat with right now was Harold. Howdy, Harold. Harold's typing. Awesome. Hopefully you can see this. Awesome. Hi, Harold. Thank you for watching online. Hopefully I didn't break your monitor yet. So Teams is a fantastic way that you can open up a quick line of conversation with your staff. There's all kind of really cool integrations with the calendar, with files. You can do video chats. I believe it's with a little more of an upgrade to one of the paid subscriptions. It may or may not be free right now. But Microsoft has got this phenomenal tool that allows your teams to kind of quickly chat, and you could bring in multiple people in the organization. Oh, nuts. Harold's even calling me. I'm going to go live on the video here, and I don't know what happens when I have 3 cameras going live at the same time. But look, there's Harold. Everybody say hi to Harold. Harold's our CEO and co-founder. Wave, Harold, say hi. You're on screen, I think. Which I think now we're getting to, like, you know, when you put 2 mirrors up against each other and you can see infinity forever and ever. I think we're going to break the universe if we keep this up, Harold. I'm going to stop Teams, all right? We're going to move along. So everybody say hi to Harold. Like the video if you see Harold and you love him. We'll see if we can get some props there. All right. So that's the idea, is that Teams is a wonderful tool I'm going to give it a great video quality. Teams is a phenomenal tool for communicating with your teams, way faster than email. You can do video, voice, text, files, calendar activity, all kind of stuff, and we just highly encourage you to look into it. Another thing that a lot of folks are using, and we can do a little dig deeper into each one of these if you'd like, is VoIP. There's some phenomenal tools out there for doing voice over IP, just bare bones kind of phones. Through like Google Voice is a great thing that's kind of on an individual basis. It's kind of one-on-one person view. It's not a lot of people don't use it in a commercial environment. We use a product at Turnkey called Digium, and I'll show you my phone. This is a phenomenal phone system. It's very full featured. Our office manager is working here from the building today. But our receptionist, Kelsey, if you call 225-751-4444 right this minute, you're going to get Kelsey working from her house. Don't everybody call right this second, if you don't mind. These little phones, they plug in through an Ethernet cord. So you could bring it home and plug that thing in, and you're up and running. As well, they have a really powerful soft phone, they call it. It's a software app that, let's see if I can find it on my phone. That you plug in on your Android or iOS device, and let's see if it pulls up. Or of course, going live, it's going to break. No, it didn't. This is my desk phone. So if I were to call you from here, it would sound and feel, and for a caller ID, it would look just like I'm calling you from here. So it's a really powerful tool. And there's a lot of different companies that have it. Whatever your phone company is, whoever provides you your phone, ask them if they have a soft phone that works for it, because that may be a great tool that you can kind of keep your team working and communicating, even if you can't be from the office or be physically at the office. It can sound like you're at the office, and you cannot miss out on inbound calling and whatnot. So check with your phone company about if they offer a soft phone, or if there's any way that you could take your physical phones home with you. There's a lot of great options there. Now, third and kind of final tool that I wanted to show you is the idea of being able to control your office computers from home. Obviously, we text in the IT industry, we got a million ways to remote control stuff. What Turnkey Solutions believes is highly important is that we secure it extraordinarily well. We've got to be able to make sure that the degree that we secure those remote connections is probably more rigorous than what we secure your physical building with, because there's a lot more people that can try to hack you remotely than would probably be interested in breaking into your physical office. So the security around the remote desktop and remote access things is extraordinarily important. To that end, a couple things that I'd recommend you look at. One, with a remote access product is you want to find something that can enable multi-factor authentication. I'll give you an example. We love and use a product called Splashtop. And I'm going to share my screen again. Shares again with the whole verifying thing. Going live. I hope that I haven't exploded something. I really have no idea if this thing is working, if anybody's out there. We'll find out on the recording. But hopefully you can see this. We use this product called Splashtop to connect to one of my other computers, and I'll show you. I've got it sitting over here. To connect to another computer, what you would do, and this is kind of an example of how you as the end user or your staff or whatever would do. There's a lot of products like this out there. So this isn't the only product that does remote desktops really well, but let's say I'm on my home computer or I'm on my laptop at the house and I want to be able to get to my desktop computer. I would fire this program up. I have to have a username and a password. That's kind of one factor, right? I got to have a password, a thing that I know. And I hit login, and what it's going to do is it's going to pop up this little thing. It's asking me for a second verification, and we use a product that provides kind of that rolling key. You can see, I don't know if you can see or not. Sorry, a little glare. I've got this code right here, and I'm going to type it in. And that code expires after like 45 seconds or 60 seconds or something. And there I am. And now I can remote into the computer that I want to get to. I'm going to connect to it. And here's the really other important thing about a great remote desktop thing is we don't want it to blow past all your security features at the desk, at the office. This one product that we love and like, and I know there's others, it kind of enhances and adds to the security features that are on that computer. So I'm going to type in my password there. I'm on the computer now, and it's just like I'm at that computer. So I'll show you. I don't know if this is going to work, but you're seeing my screen right now. But on my video feed, I'm going to show you that's the computer over there. That's there it is right there. Pardon the messy desk. So that's the computer that I'm controlling right now. And I'm going to type in my username again, because this is the security that we have at the office. Very long password. It's going to pop up the other multi-factor thing, which we're going to press and push. And I get a little pop-up on my phone that says, hey, can I log you in there? I say yes, and boom, I'm in. Give it just a second, and we're logging. So that's the idea, is we want to make sure, and by the way, all of this activity that I just did is logged elsewhere. So if there was ever a security incident, somebody could remote it, they could look at the logs and say, oh, well, let's say Henry logged in from this computer to this computer at this time. So there's a whole lot of very simple tools out there. It doesn't take me long to do that, to get in, and now I'm able to do anything that I wanted to do on that desk computer, but from home. So if I wanted to print, I could print from there to my home printer, and it's very robust. Doesn't require a very beefy computer at the house either, by the way. It actually runs mostly on the speed of that computer at the office that you're connected to. So I'm going to stop that and stop that share there and kind of rewind. For remote access, we recommend you pick a product that has multi-factor authentication and that can log your access and log whoever's accessing it and doing whatever on it. So that's the idea of that. look, I'm going to wrap up with one little cautionary tale that's going all over the web right now. That hackers we know are criminals, and we know there's just there's no ethics there. So working from home, what I would highly encourage you to do is be a little bit of a heightened state of security and kind of awareness around the fact that there's a lot of change, and the criminals out there are going to try to take advantage of that. There is, I'll see if I can find the article here. There's a couple articles that are circulating around the internet. One on Business Insider from a few days ago around the idea that, and I'll share my screen again, that hackers are using fake coronavirus maps that when you click on it, this is a web page from Business Insider .com. You click on the map and you click on your city or whatever, and you get a virus embedded in your browser and then onto your computer, and then ultimately they're going to do the crypto locker thing and ask you to pay a ransom to get your files back. So go to Johns Hopkins, go to CDC. If you're a numbers cruncher and you really want to watch that stuff, beware of just browsing and Googling and just clicking on the first thing. As always with cybersecurity, look at the link you're about to click on. Please slow it down just a second and encourage your staff to know that. You can just Google hackers coronavirus for a couple really scary stories around this. The other thing that's happening a lot is there's, I'll see if I can't find it. There's a couple articles here about the idea that hackers are sending, this is it, phishing scams, which they're basically sending an email. The email doesn't have any viruses in it, but it's got a link to a place where there's a virus. So they're sending emails saying, hey, look, there's a new thing going on in East Baton Rouge, or a new thing going on in Dallas, or there's a new thing going on in New Jersey today, and you need to click here because the governor said X. And we need to know that the National Guard is coming in and they're going to take away all your food and supplies. That kind of email and that scare campaign is going to get people to click, and if it's 0.001% of people that click it, then the hackers have made good money. So please encourage your staff to be aware of cybersecurity threats that are particularly preying on people's fear in this time. So and that is happening, and it is really sad. But we are seeing that in the industry right now. So, all right, look, I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you so much for joining us here. We'll pop on and do another call, another video in a little bit, maybe tomorrow or the day after, to kind of catch you up. Turnkey Solutions is here. We're at pretty much 100% capacity. Most of us are working from home, but that's nothing new because a lot of us were working from home on a normal day with no coronavirus before this. We're just kind of very used to this environment. So if you have questions about how do I work from home, 225-751-4444, or ask us a question on Facebook. Whatever your questions are, we'll do our absolute best to answer them as quickly as possible. To kind of reiterate, working from home, you want to use some great tools. There's some really good ones out there like Microsoft Teams or Home Voice, or Voice over IP solutions rather. You just want to do them securely. So look for tools that require multi-factor authentication, great security. If you have any questions at any point around any of this, whether or not you're a customer or not, it's okay. We're all in this together, and we got to get through this together and keep the economy going and keep each other going. So if you have any questions, if there's anything I can do to help, my name's Henry Overton. I'm blessed to be a part of this community and to be a part of this company in this time, and we're just excited to be able to help you in whatever way we can. So thank you. Stay tuned. Ask your questions here. If you have anything that you want us to talk about at another time, then we'll do that. And this hopefully didn't explode. Then we'll do it again. So thank you very much. God bless. Y'all stay safe and stay healthy. And we will see you again soon. Thank you very much. Take care.